So like I always do on these reviews for this ship, I love to tell you guys where to find these beautiful looking ships. So let us do that the same way as I did before. So on February 13th, Cryptic released a bundle pack where you can actually obtain these legendary ships, and these are called legendary ship because you have seen them either in movies or the TV shows like the original series Enterprise, Jonathan Archer's Enterprise, you see like Jean-Luc Picard's Enterprise over there, the Next Generation, you see Deep Space Nine, and you see Voyager. All of these ships are available in the pack. Now the pack was a little bit of a controversy, to be honest. A lot of people are saying like the pack was like really high in expenses, so you needed to buy this pack at a really high price. Other people were like, no, what you have included in the pack is more than enough. So I'll leave that to what it is, and I'm going to go over here and type in the legendaries so you guys see what kind of ships were included in this legendary bundle. So we have the flight deck carrier, the Dreadnought Cruiser, the Exploration Cruiser, the Kelvin Intel Battle Cruiser, Miracle Worker Assault, Light Cruiser, Multi-Mission Science Cruiser, the Voyager. You got the Pilot Warship. You got Benjamin Sisko's Defiant right there. You have the Temporal Operative Escort, and lastly, you have the operative science vessel. So all of these 10 ships were included in the bundle, and today we are going to take a closer look at this beautiful looking ship. The review is going to be all about the Command Dreadnought Cruiser. Now I really enjoy this ship. Basically has to do with it being big, and it is being like the most universal consoles that there are in the pack are included within this particular ship. I believe it's like 6. Let me just Chevron Separator, Worker B, Aquarius, that's 3, Adaptive Emergency System, that's 4, Violent Dampening, 5 of them, and the Fleet Weapon Accelerator. So that's 6 universal consoles that they included within this legendary Command Dreadnought Cruiser. Now, we have lots of stuff to do, so let's get to them. Now, here we go with the statistical information where Cryptic has released for us. There are a couple of variants over here. So you got the Endeavor class. I don't know if you guys are into that. Basically, it has like a really big hole in the middle. I don't know why they did that. You can basically see it right through the ship. It's kind of nice. You have the Odyssey, the same deal, only the inner part is a little bit hollowed out in a different shape. And a lot of you players out there are definitely going to refer to this ship as the Odyssey, because you basically love the Odyssey. You got the Yorktown that's also included in this variant. I do love these warp nacelles though. Look at that. They have like these fins to them that go downward. That's so nice. The Sojourner. And the Verity. So this particular bundle comes equipped with the variant Verity. I don't know if I want to do the review with this particular ship because it's... yeah, I'll have to think about that. I don't really personally love it. I love the Odyssey a little bit better, to be honest. But then I think we've covered the Odyssey in a different video. Yorktown kind of looks good. Maybe I'll do the review with this particular version. The Endeavor, I'm not into the Endeavor because it's like it's too has too much of these joints, arcs. I just don't like it. So we'll have to do the review on this thing. The Verity. All right. Let me just read a little bit of the backstory about this. So, Legendary Command Dreadnought Battlecruiser comes with the following consoles from previous versions. So, all of these consoles have been collected from previous versions of the Dreadnought Cruiser, and they bundled them all the way into one particular ship. And I can I can testify to that. There are 6 universal consoles over here, including a hangar bay. So that's nice. That's nice. I like that. But anyway, upon reaching level 5 of the Starship Mastery, they will unlock the Checkmate, supercharged weapons, and adaptive hull plating traits. These traits can be found on previous versions of the Starship. So we have 2 different Starship traits over here. Supercharged weapons, that's going to give energy weapon performance enhanced by torpedoes. Firing a torpedo grants 1 stack of supercharged buff. These stacks up to 3 times with direct of energy weapon gain 10% damage for the next 20 seconds, 1.5% critical chance, and also 6.6 critical severity for the next 20 seconds. I like that. I wonder if these stacks actually stack up if you fire like multiple torpedoes, like torpedo spread or something like that. That is something that we have to look for. And also Checkmate, exotic damage and projectile damage enhanced by control bridge officer ability. So 30% in projectile weapon damage for the next 15 seconds, projectile meaning torpedoes and all that. Exotic base damage for the next 50 seconds by 30%. Very nice. And adaptive hull plating, that's the 3rd one. Okay. This one actually unlocks 3 very different traits that I don't know. New. I mean, I have seen the other, what was it, the carrier that actually had the 2 different traits that you can unlock, but this has the 3rd one. So overall, all the people that were complaining about the pack is too high and all of that in price, look at how many stuff we're going to get just by utilizing this particular ship. 6 universal consoles, 3 different traits at level 5, and also another one at level 6. I mean, come on, you know. But anyway, maximum hull point or HP to self when using hull healing or command bridge officer ability to self +3 at the maximum hull hit points. Nice. Definitely something for the tanky out there, for the tank players out there that used, or at least that utilize tanking tactics. Also for people that are willing to do some control and exotic damage, so the scientific abilities amongst us, and also for the tactical players amongst us. So all 3 of these traits, man, that's just awesome. Upon reaching level 6 in Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Continuant Mission Starship trait on all characters in your account. While this trait is slotted and you are affected by Command Bridge Officer abilities, or science, tactical, or engineering fleet captain abilities, you will your team receives a maximum hull addition, and they receive improved hull regeneration that increases as their ship takes damage. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is very nice. So affected friend or self bonuses to team when your ship is affected by control or fleet abilities. So +5 to maximum hull, and up to plus 48% in the generation increasing based on the missing hull. So it basically starts out at I believe it is 50% when this thing is going to kick in. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's going to give us a regenerative capacity increasement based upon the missing hull. Very nice. I like that. This particular ship is, you need to be, it is tier 6. So Faction, Federation, and Federation Align. I have been talking about this for the majority of the video reviews that I've been doing, but I'm just going to clarify it a little bit once more. So if you make a Romulan character, you need him to ally himself allegiance to the Federation. And the same goes for a Jemadar. If you're making a Jemadar, you basically have the choice what kind of allegiance are you going to be. You have to click the Federation if you want to play with these particular ships. So if you click on Klingons, you're going to be out of luck because you're not going to be playing these particular ships. Okay, so hull modifier 1.4. Oh my god, that's high. Shield modifier 1.25. That's high as well. Jesus. 4 weapons on the front, 4 on the aft, room for 4 devices, bridge officer stations and all that I'm going to cover in space. But there are 4 tactical consoles, 3 science and 4 engineering. Okay, so that's... I definitely miss a universal console, but that's, you know, that's a miracle worker thing. And this one is just Dreadnought Cruiser. Nice. Base turn rate of 6 degrees per second. So right here, just going off of the statistics because of the turn rate, because of the engineering consoles and all that, this is going to be a tanky, tank-looking ship. And probably the way this thing is going to fly is going to be engineering heavy. But that is just based off on these numbers. You can definitely utilize 4 tactical consoles to enhance your DPS, your traditional DPS. Don't get me wrong right there, but you know, I'm reading it right here. If I'm reading it correctly, this is going to be engineering heavy. Can equip the dual cannons with an initial rating of 30, impulse modifier of 0.14, 1 hangar bay loaded with the Type A shuttles. Now this is also saying something if the majority of ships is lacking in DPS, they basically give you like a hangar bay to enhance your DPS to do a little bit of a catch up with all of the other escorts and all that. +5 to all power levels, meaning engines, shields, weapons and auxiliary level. The universal consoles that we're definitely going to take a closer look later on. Also the inspiration abilities. Very nice, I like that. Turn the tide against all odds, a better preparation. Very, very nice. Cruiser commander race, so weapon system efficiency, a reduction in weapon power cost, and also tracked fire. And this is basically also something that is going to hint us that this is going to be a cruiser and survivability heavy. A tracked fire is going to increase our aggro versus the enemies over there. So you basically tell them, hey, I have a bullseye on the social section, so target me. Starship Mastery Package Dreadnought Cruiser right here. So rapid repairs, hull regeneration, enhanced hull plating, energy damage resistance rating, devastating weaponry, critical chance, armored hull is going to give you max hull capacity, checkmate, supercharged weapons, and the adaptive hull plating, starship traits that we're going to unlock at level 4 and level 5, and at level 6 continuing mission account unlock starship trait. And basically a rundown of what we just read. Man, this thing is awesome. I'm going to leave it at the Verity. Even though I'm not really fond of the way it looks, I'm just going to leave it because I want to give you guys out-of-the-box experience, as you guys are well aware. Now, let me move over to the left and see what kind of customization we can do. Right now, at the customization, yeah, this is the different templates you can basically select on. I do love the material type, the way it is set up right now. I just don't like the shapes. The shape is just too bendy, if I can call it that. I don't know what kind of word it is, but it's like these angles over here. I just don't like them. It's just like this saucer section has been like stretched out forward. Just don't like that part. But that is just my opinion, guys. We got the Odyssey over here. Very beautiful looking ship. Very, very nice. So we've seen this one in various cutscenes utilized by Cryptic's development team that actually utilize this particular ship. Very nice. You got the Yorktown. This is also a very beautiful. These nacelles, I love them. Very nice. Sojourner. Nice. Oh, look at this underneath. What is that? Are these like in enhanced? Oh no, these are. Huh? What are these things? Because the impulse engines are right here at the saucer section. What are these? Are these like separate impulse engines? Ooh, if that's the case, And the Verity. I don't know about this though. I mean, I don't know, probably because of the different material type that they've been using. This is at default. I haven't changed anything. So let's go with the material type. We got the defiant color scheme going on over there. We got the weird deflector dish, yucky. Yucky deflector dish. I don't like it. But that is me and my opinion. Now, obviously, I cannot move in zoom to zoom in more than this. So we got the top, we got the front, we got the rear, we got the reft. What the hell is a reft? The right, the bottom, the rear of the ship, and the left. So moving on to the Galaxy. Ooh, Galaxy is kind of nice. Still don't like the deflector dish. Galaxy material types. Not into it. We got the Intrepid. Okay, we definitely see a different coloring on the deflector dish. This one is more, it's a little bit more appealing because of the gold texture. I enjoy that, but not the colors that they used. All right, moving on to the NX. So we got Jonathan Archer's color scheme right here. Oh, I love the impulse engines. The Bussard collectors are very nice colored as well. The deflector dish is gold out. I wonder how much gold they actually used to do all of that, if it was the real thing. NX refit. Ooh, okay. I kind of like it, to be honest. Nothing has changed, just a little bit different, you know, different surface area, different texture to it. I like it. Okay, we got this Sovereign. Now look at that. Isn't that like a very beautiful deflector dish right there? That's amazing. I love it. And the NX refit, this is coming out of the box. These are basically the same colors that they gave us when we're going to utilize this ship. Okay, so we got the old scheme a little bit, the original series scheme. Oh man, this is nice. I like this. This is nice. Can I do the review with these colors? I've never done the review of any ships with like type 0. Type 1. So these are the older colors. Oh, they butchered the deflector dish, man. Come on. Okay, type 2. Going on type 3. Moving on, type 4. Yeah, type 4 is so old as these material types go. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of people actually utilizing the different materials types that they gave us or that they give us on their ships. Majority of us are like, you know, some kind of like vanity shield or like reputation shield that we like. We slap that on and just go with it. And I am definitely talking about myself right here because, as you guys know, I'm really enjoying the pink vanity shield immensely. If I can say it like that. Okay, so we got type 6 over here, and I'm just talking and displaying all of the visuals for you guys so you guys can see. Oh, type 7. Now I'm torn between type 7 and type 0. All right, type 8. Oh my god, type 8 is good as well. I love it. I love it. Very nice. Jesus, I am in love with this particular ship. Type 8B. Oh man, if it was just a little bit darker, oh, it was gonna be so beautiful. Type 8. Very nice. Very beautiful looking ship. We got the upgraded material types. Kind of like the deflector dish right here. I love it. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Not the whole part, but I do love the deflector dish. And we got the veteran skin. So I am torn between type 8, type 7. Oh, Jesus, now they call me. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of a phone call. They had the whole day opportunity to call me, and they basically called me at the last moment when I was doing a recording. So I apologize for that. But moving on. So my dilemma was what kind of outfit material type I'm going to use on my, or at least on this particular ship. And I'm heavily leaning on material type number 7 over here, but I do want to give you guys a showcasing of the window types. So we got type number 1 right here. If I can position this ship, there we go, for the windows to be visible a little bit, and there we go with type 1 and type 2. And we got type 2 and type 3 over here, and type 4 and 3. And the different one is type 5 and a 4 over here. I'm gonna leave it at type 1, to be honest, or at least type 5. I believe this one was the default setting. Now, obviously, there are different materials types for you to choose. We got the engineering section right here, the hull, so you can definitely change that to your liking. We got the saucer section. This one actually looks good as well. Yorktown. So we got all of the different ones over here with the saucer sections. We got the nacelles over there, changing them a little bit to your liking, and also the nacelle. Wait, the pylons, these things. So we can change these things a little bit, moving them up and down. And there are also pattern overlays that you can do, but that is just, in my opinion, that's just going to mess up the entire ship layout. Let me just do this and just give you guys some kind of no, that was already animated. Some kind of pattern overlays, and then change the color to something really bright so you guys can see that I totally messed up the design. Now let me just fire up another game client and see how this thing is going to compare against the Lucari science ship. Now we are in space. I did choose material type number 0 for the review, so it might look a little bit different than you are accustomed to, but this is how it looks like. This is the way that this Odyssey ship is actually looking like, and the official name is the Legendary Command Dreadnought Cruiser. Legendary Command Dreadnought Cruiser. Now, as you guys are going to see, these are all part of the Universal consoles over here, so we got lots of good stuff, toys to play with. But we are here to do the comparison, and you guys can actually see, if I move it a little bit in place, a little bit closer to the science, Lucari science ship over there, you can actually see how big this is in comparison to that. So right here, the Lucari, so it's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times bigger than the Lucari science ship right there. So coming over here, I kind of noticed something really weird. This thing loves to fly around, to skate around, like it's in ice or on ice. And when it is turning, it is basically not like this. It is skating, it is turning, but it is still moving towards the path that this ship originally was flying towards. So turning is going to be fun. Leveling this particular ship is going to be fun, to say the least. And but let me give you guys a rundown. So we got just go through the statistics. So we got, without any enhancement being done, so skills are non-existent, traits are some here and there that might help, but you know, the majority of them are not actually here to aid this ship in whatever enhancement is going to be. So at the default, I'm having 12.8 degrees per second on the turn base rate of this thing with the default impulse engines that comes equipped with this thing. So no enhancement there. So we got 4 weapons on the front, 4 on the aft, 4 room for 4 devices. We have 4 engineering consoles, 3 science and 4 tactical consoles with a hangar bay with a Type 8 shuttles. So if this is saying something, the 4-4 layout is definitely an indication that this is going to be survival heavy, even though I've seen a lot of people actually being at the top of their DPS chart. If that is something that you want to do, this thing definitely has room for modification for tactical, just to do DPS, and then all of the other console slots are going to be able to, or at least you have the option to utilize them with universal consoles, so you can basically do it like that and have like the best outcome you can actually have. So with that being said, let's start with the universal consoles. We got worker bees. What the hell are worker bees, you say? Well, let's see. The worker bee universal console module may be equipped in all of the Odyssey science, tactical, or operational cruisers in any console slot. It may only be equipped on the standard Odyssey cruiser. It is part of the Odyssey set. The 3-piece set bonus decreases the recharge time of all Odyssey console abilities. It is also improve your starship EPS, hull plating, and armor reinforcement skill. Finally, the bonus also slightly increases your Odyssey's turn rate. Deploy 4 worker bees craft to you and your current target ally. The worker bee units will follow the target ship and repair it. If it drops below 75% health, the worker bee repair bill will also restore disabled subsystems and remove engineering debuff. Only 1 worker bee will repair the target at a time, and each worker bee can only repair once and will then be immediately disengaged. Once it is disengaged, the next worker bee will engage if needed. You may only have 1 group of 4 worker bees deployed at any given time. If you reactivate this ability at the same as other targets, it will replace the previous worker bees. Okay, so lots of text over there. So launches 4 of these worker bees. Each of them will repair 225 hit points over the next 10 seconds. So skill that affect this ability, whole restoration to have more hit points over there. Now this is also part of a space set, as previously mentioned over here. So if you have 2 of these sets, enhanced engineering system, in flight turn rate +1, plus 25% recharge time reduction of the Odyssey console set. So 25 energized hull plating, ablative hull plating, and electrokinetic system flow. That's power transfer rate. And the third set, if you have all of them, so chevron separation. This bonus allows your Odyssey saucer sector to deploy its own worker bees when separated. In addition, they will gain a Gravity Well 3 ability. Ooh, that is nice. This one, the chevron separating. Universal module may be equipped in any of these, yada yada yada. Separates the chevron saucer section of your ship. Crewmen are divided between the chevron and the star drive, relieved of their bulk. The Odyssey star drive section becomes more formidable attack vessel. Power system are divided to weapons, and speed and maneuverability are greatly increased. Though hull and shield each point are slightly reduced, the saucer will follow you and will attack your target. It takes heavy damage and it will be disabled, and you will need to disengage the chevron separation to redock the chevron saucer to get it fully functional again. So this is basically going to separate the saucer and the engineering part, the hull of the ship. That's why those things were there. Now it makes sense. Remember when I was talking about, like, what are these things right here? These are basically the engines of the hull. Whenever the saucer is separated, whenever this bit is gone, how is this the engineering? How is this going to fly? So that's why they had like the engine over here. That makes sense. Saucer comes equipped with standard phaser array and a tractor beam. Detaches your saucer to aid you into battle. Plus 10 to subsystem to weapon. Minus 10 to shields. Minus 10 to auxiliary. Plus 10 to 10% in flight speed. Plus 8 in turn rate. Minus 4.8 in maximum shield capacity. Minus 13% in maximum hull capacity. If this is detached, obviously. Okay, this is part of the space set. Is it this one? I want to test it out. Yes, here we go. Chevron separation. There it is. There it is. It's gone. It's gone. It is separated now. So if I fly away, yep, that thing is gone. Oh, nice. Hold on. So I wasn't right. The engines are still here. What are these things then? Because that thing is flying on its own with its own engines, obviously. And the engines, if you see the engine wake coming from this part right here. So this is just some kind of like visual thing right here. Okay. That's kind of weird. So I was wrong. I was right the first time, wrong the second time. Okay. So the adaptive emergency system plus 19 to energy damage resistance rating, 3.3% in maximum hull capacity. When activated, the adaptive energy system provides a substantial boost to damage as well as kinetic and energy damage resistance. This ability effects are improved significantly when used when hit points are below 50% of your maximum. Plus 50 bonus to all damage resistance rating for the next 30 seconds. Effect is increased by 75 if health is equal or less than 50%. And 30% bonus all damage for the next 30 seconds. The effect is increased to 45% if health is equal or less than 50%. Nice. A bonus all damage for the 30 seconds and a bonus all damage for the next 30 seconds. I like it. So this is also part of a space set. Wow, we got 2 different space sets over here. Nice. So flagship modification, 2% in critical chance, 3 flight turn rate. If you have all 3 pieces when receiving damage, well, if shield facing is depleted, 10% chance to apply deadly response, stack up to 3 times to self 2,500 temporary hit points for the next 10 seconds, and also 10% bonus all damage for the next 10 seconds. And flagship technology, flagship starship console powers. I need a timeline stabilizer console. That is something I don't have. Where is the timeline stabilizer console that I need? Anyway, I have to look this up where this one is located. So if you have all 4 of these pieces, flagship technology, adaptive emergency system, require minimum health is increased by 50% to 75%. Fleet weapon accelerator increases duration from 15 to 20 seconds. Nice. And also violent dampening wave increases radius from 4 kilometers to 5 kilometers. Okay, so let me reattach my hull. Is it going to come over here? Oh, there it comes. And it's gone. And there it comes again. And detach. Oh, so good. So good. Now my ship is whole again. Nice. All right. That is that one that we adaptive emergency systems, right? Yes. So the Aquarius escort. Okay, so that's separate the aft mission part of your ship, which will deploy Aquarius escort. Some crewmen are divided into the Aquarius escort, will follow you and attack your target. If it takes heavy damage, it will be disabled. You will need to disengage this ability to redock the Aquarius escort to get it functional again. How many pieces does this ship come out of, man? It's like saucer separation, Aquarius escort. What the hell? There's nothing going to be left of this ship. And this is also part of a space. Oh no, this is the part of the first space setup we're talking about. Now let me just. Is it this thing? No, that's the Aquarius escort. Here we go. Okay. Where did that come from? Over here. Oh my god. I'm not making... Oh, there it is. There it's gone. Nice. I like it. I like it. So launches a level 66 attack craft that will aid you in battle. So this thing, the pet that we just launched, has quad phaser cannons, phaser turrets, quantum torpedoes, and a point defense system as well. Nice. Very nice. I'm liking all of these consoles, to be honest. The next one, dampening energy, dampening wave emitter. You are able to emit a violent dampening wave that can briefly overwhelm and disable nearby enemy ships. The wave will cause lingering radiation damage over time and dramatically reduce damage for a while. So X amount of radiation damage per 1 second for the next 15 seconds, minus 80% energy damage for the next 15 seconds, and also disable for 5.4 seconds. Now this is something that we already read. Deadly response records. Yeah, I need the timeline stabilizer. I don't know where that is. Flagship computer, tactical computer. What is this? It's going to give us 19% in direct energy base damage. Nice, I like that. When a fleet weapon accelerator is activated, you will provide a substantial increase in the flight speed, turn rate, weapon firing rate of your for your team for a short time. After using or being affected by this ability, you will not able to use or be affected by fleet weapon accelerator for a brief period of time. Okay. Prevents the target user to be affected for the next 60 seconds, so that's basically 1 minute right there. 50% increasement in flight speed strength for the next 15 seconds, 50% in turn rate for the next 15 seconds, and 33% in firing cycle haste for energy-based weapons for the next 15 seconds. Oh, I like that. I like all of these abilities. What else can I show you? The pet over here launches 3 Federation Type 8 shuttles. Shuttles are a little tougher than fighters. Type 8 shuttles are equipped with phaser rays. Now, if you want to get these, the best version, I recommend going to the Fleet Starbase and grabbing yourself one of those over there. But, oh, wait, pets. Type 8. Where are the Type 8? I don't have Type 8. I have Type 10, okay? I seriously don't have Type 8? Yeah, well. Okay, so I have Type 10 shuttles. I don't have Type 8. Type 8 shuttles. I have Type 10. Type 10 is definitely better than Type 8, I'm guessing, just by the number itself. Anyway, bridge officer stations. Here we go. We got a lieutenant universal station. So you can definitely put up tactical engineering or science. over there. And also an engine universal station, same. We have a lieutenant commander tactical station. We have a commander engineering / command station. Nice, the command station. I like that. And a lieutenant commander science station to do all of the gravity well and all of the healing, all of the good stuff. I might actually change to emergency to weapons, because oh wait, I already have that. Then I'm gonna do emergency power to engines, because this is definitely not going to. No, you know what? Shields. No. I don't know. I don't know. What kind of... Nope. Let's use the doctor for shields. And you were this one, because I want a gravity well. Heal. Okay, let's do that. Am I going to utilize torpedoes? Yes. Okay. But no delta or beta. Let's do beta. Chemo, beam. I don't have tactical team. Okay, so that's going to change. Okay, Liu for tactical team. Okay, so no real thought has gone into this, guys. Don't use this as a build. So what I'm doing is I'm heavily depending on tactical abilities. I have some defense, or at least some offensive abilities for the commander engineering station. I don't have anything on the command station. That is something that I still need to learn. One of the bridge officers in command abilities to show you guys a little bit of command pew pew. And a little bit of science, gravity well, just to keep people, or at least keep the enemy in place. And then a little bit of heal survivability with this thing should be good, hopefully. So nothing more to show you guys over here, just to give you guys the Admiralty card. I'll be right back. Let me just look that up. Okay, so here is the Legendary Command Dreadnought Cruiser. 3 points in its rarity. We got 50 over here in the statistical for engineering, 35 for tactical, and 32 for science. Now, just based off on the Admiralty card, if that is saying something for this ship, you can see that it has more points in engineering than tactical. So this particular ship is definitely, or at least should be, flown as a engineer and survivability rather than DPS wise. But I'm not saying it cannot do DPS. This is definitely one of those ships that the high-end DPSers actually love to utilize, because it has the options, and it has the the opportunity, and it has a little bit of good bridge officer seating. So it definitely utilizes that to its advantage right there. So let me show you guys our Gala Patrol mission on a low budget version with the items that this ship comes equipped with, and then we'll go in our Gala Patrol mission with one that where I'm going to equip some various universal consoles just to enhance the abilities of this ship a little bit further. Alrighty, now we just collect for the Gala Patrol mission. Now keep in mind, this is not a build video. There are other YouTubers that actually do build videos. I really don't care about build videos, to be honest. If I'm doing better than the enemy and I'm killing him, I'm removing hit points from his health, then I'm fine with that. So we got the Type 8 shuttles over here that we are going to try to defeat these Kazons. And we are definitely going to utilize broadsiding, so we have to keep the enemy in this particular arc to my left. And let me activate a couple of abilities to kill this guy, or at least try to kill this guy a little bit faster. Here we go, broadsiding on both sides. This is the way cruisers are meant to be flown, so you can do DPS ×2. Boom! Yes, very good. Those definitely hit the hull right there. So as you guys see, it is turning not so much. It is.
You have the Looks like our fight got them to notice us.
It is not turning, to be honest. Let me just grab you guys. Hold there for a second. Get some radiation going. Torpedo, high yield. More. Nah, even gravity well for me is not very effective because it's not pulling these guys. These guys are basically flying away from the gravity well. Alright, let's do some radiation damage. What is this? This is 4 kilometers. I need to be a little bit closer to these guys. That enemy is about to die. Okay, so we are in range. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and then activate. Ooh, I killed one. I killed this guy with radiation damage. Nice. What is this? What does this do? Fleet weapon acceleration. This is just going to enhance all of the things that we... Chevron separation. This is something that I really want to see in combat. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and then click. And then the saucer section is going to be a pet of ours that is going to help us in combat, or at least in fighting this guy. Now we are still utilizing everything, all of the beams, all of the weapon slots, and that is going to help us, including all of the worker bees, all of the Type 8 shuttles, pets. Oh, here we go. Yes, you will go quietly. What are you talking about? Worker bees to heal ourselves a little bit. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, and then click. Why is this one not active? Okay, so this one is not active because probably we have several separation over here. Okay, that's nice. Adaptive emergency system damage and damage resistance above. Here we go with 3, 2, 1, and then click. Okay, we are seeing an enhancement visually. That's nice. That's always good to have. Lots of beams going here and there, and we are definitely kicking their butts. It's something that I definitely enjoy. Beam overload, tactical, go, go, go. Nice. Nice. It's twice. 3 times? Oh my god. How many? 4 times? Wow. Beam overload fires 4 times? Base damage increased by... Okay. Oh, that's gonna, yeah. Anyway, this is the low budget version. Let me just grab evasive maneuvers. Where are you? Right here. To get out of combat, go away. Now, as you guys can see, my hull is, as hull actually go. Oh, don't hit the asteroid. As hull actually goes, wasn't in danger of getting, or at least me being killed by all of these enemies. So hull wise, and it is doing definitely better than the majority of ships that I usually fly. So that's something that this thing has going for it. So I'll be right back again with when I'm going to upgrade all of the items, or at least all of the mastery over here, and get some kind of universal consoles going to enhance the overall performance of this particular ship. So I'll be right back. Now, as you guys already know, if you're seeing this ship being being pink like this, means only one thing. We are ready to do the final battle for the normal run, if I can call it that. So these are the weapons that I equipped. I ditched the normal standard stuff, and I also ditched the majority of these universal consoles, even though they do offer some really nice set bonuses, and they are individually okay. I shouldn't say they are the best out there. I just ditched them all together to my normal disruptor build, and that's what I've been enhancing, or at least that is what I've been using to level this ship all the way to level 6 in its mastery. and it turned out very good in all honesty. Only thing is I did grab myself the chevron separation, and that has to do with the reason whenever we ditch the saucer section, this ship is actually flying better than with the saucer section, even though there are some you know, there is pro and con if you're going to use this thing, as you guys see it right there. I'm actually for this this particular tactics, to be honest. So let me give you guys a rundown of what I have. So these are just the normal standard sensor link disruptor beam arrays that I've been utilizing. These, all of the items that you guys are seeing right here, you guys can have the same items and actually better ones, because these are even though there are like the highest quality epic currently, they're only at level 14. Yes, only at 14. You guys can level your items all the way to 15. All of the items that you see here, there still needs a little bit of work. Majority of them are at level 14, and the current cap is level 15. So all of these numbers and all of these enhancement that it's going to be done, or it is going to be shown in this particular space combat section, you know, you can have like a totally better outcome than I am. The fifth trait, or at least the fifth mastery unlock right here, gives you supercharged weapons. I actually didn't know that I had this thing already unlocked. Supercharged weapons are already unlocked, probably because I bought this particular ship with Zen just for that. But now I also have checkmate and adaptive hull plating, because I have unlocked it with this thing. And level 6 is the continuity mission team defense bonus during combat and fleet abilities. Now, to utilize this to its full potential, you basically need to be in a team, so I'm not going to be able to show it to you guys, but I am going to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what these supercharged weapons actually mean. So firing a torpedo will grant 1 stack of supercharged debuff or supercharged buff. Supercharge stacks up to 3 times direct energy. Weapons will gain 10% damage for the next 20 seconds, 1.5% critical severity, and also plus 6.6 in critical severity and 1.5 critical chance. Sorry, I messed that up, for the next 20 seconds, and this can stack up to 3 times. So whenever you're going to, and this also procs on torpedo spread, by the way, because I kind of used torpedo spread. Can I do torpedo spread on this guy? Here we go, torpedo spread. So I changed, I don't know what I had here. I believe fire at will. I had fire at will here. I changed that for a beta, and I also changed this one up for a delta, giving me more attack patterns to utilize. I am, you know, I'm actually focusing on beam overload. That has to do with the trait black alert. This one right here, because this one procs at beam overload, and this is going to be helpful in situations, as you guys are about to see. It is definitely going to be interesting. So let's do our Gala patrol. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, click. And why our Gala? Because that's usually the benchmark. The way that enemies spawn in is more manageable to kill, and this thing also gives the option to have a weapon power cost. And I'm also going to have my pets out. I did change the pets. Yes, I did change the pets. These are the elite Suktin frigates. I believe these are fairly okay. They're basically doing decent amount of damage, as you guys are seeing. This guy is like eating away to its hull, and it's doing very good. Now I need to activate this and start taking out this guy. Now I did, as I always do, put everything into a key binding macro, so I kind of need to spam out one button on my keyboard, and then all of the abilities that are currently available in 2 rows. So I got row number 10 and row number 9 full with abilities that I am going to utilize, and I'm basically going to spam my number 2 key, because that is where I've bound it to, and whenever I'm going to activate a beam overload, you're going to see black alert kicking in. My ship is going to do the whole, there we go, the discovery jump, and it's going to fire off torpedoes with a torpedo spread at all of the enemies and killing them quickly.
Keep concentrating fire on individuals. We will not go quietly.
No, you're going to make a really big mess when you're going to go. Okay. They are not going to go quietly, they said. Let me also help, or at least ask the Klingons for a little bit of assistance. Ooh, that's really bright in this particular map. As you guys can see, the turn rate of this thing is fairly decent. It is more manageable than with the saucer attached to it. And it kind of looks, the way that this ship actually looks like without the saucer, it kind of looks okay, to be honest. Even though I didn't like the form that it had before, now I kind of enjoy it, to be honest. But that's not, if you can call it that, that's not canon. That's not the real deal. The Odyssey should have had the saucer up here. But I kind of enjoy it. Kobayashi Maru is definitely helpful because it gives you buff during combat. Supercharged weapon, 2 stacks over here, because I mean, man, I need to put the torpedo spread, or is it already active? No, it's not active. Torpedo, where is the T? Did I wait over? No, here we go. Torpedo spread, here we go. Torpedo spread and supercharged weapons. Where is it? Here we go. Stacks of 3 already. And that has to do with all the torpedoes being fired upon. Torpedo spread. And 3 stacks is the maximum of that thing. More firepower, thank you. Torpedo spread is almost available. Is it going to fire? No. I kind of need to point my ship in the forward section because that's where the torpedo spread is going to go. Here we go. Torpedo spread, 3 stacks of supercharged weapons right there. And we got the discovery jump. You're taking me with you? Where are we going on a date? We're going on a date. So guys, I'm really excited. I'm really happy, and I really am enjoying the bundle as whole. I am amazed at the all of the gear that we are getting, if I can call it that, all of the ships, all of the traits, and I think it is definitely worthwhile. There are not a lot of ships left in my review for the entire pack. I believe this is like the 6th or the 7th of the 10 ships that I'm doing the review. So there are only a couple of them left. Even though I am doing one in a day, I am still happy that I made the choice by purchasing this. So if you are if you are still doubting and it's like, hey, do I want to buy it or do I not want to buy this pack? Is it really expensive? Is it worth it or not? In my opinion, it is worth it, guys. It is worth it. You're going to get the best ships out there that that are canon to Star Trek. If that's not enough, look at all of the gear, all of the traits, all of the ships that you're getting, ship slots, all of the dilithium. Well, dilithium wasn't that much. You only had 10k, but you're going to get like mastery keys and a bunch of other stuff. So if you're still having a doubt, is it worth it or not? I believe it is. If you have the money, if you're a Star Trek fanatic, enthusiastic about Star Trek, I would say buy this bundle. I'm not getting paid to say that. This is just my opinion. I believe it is worth it. I believe if you are wanting to fly one of these ships, these are very beautiful. Look at them. They're very majestic in the way that they are being displayed, and I really enjoy them. But that's it for this review, guys. I hope you guys had a little bit of knowledge, entertainment, and fun coming out of this channel. I would love to see you guys on the next video. For now, I'm going to say take care. Later.